Je vous présente notre jeu d'aventure point and click, le mystère de la couronne.
Yes, I made a video game. Let's talk about it. So, ow. I hit my knee. I hit my knee. Ow. So to talk about this, I think I should go back a few dozen years ago. Back in the days where I was a small child, maybe 30 years ago. I don't exactly remember, but it was a long time ago. You see, I grew up with two older brothers, and that meant that oftentimes things would be passed on to me. Technology, computers, phones, instruments, things would be passed on to me. And that meant that oftentimes, me being a super curious and nosy child, always, I still am by the way, I'm super curious about everything. Even things that I'm not supposed to be curious about, I'm curious about. But that's my point. I remember one of the things that I would frequently do is I would watch my brothers play video games, and I would try to mimic them because I didn't understand a lot about what was happening. But I would look at their hands and how they would which buttons they would press on the keyboard. We had a PC. We had a Nintendo system, but the running games on Nintendo wasn't super hard. You would just put the cartridge in, turn the thing on, and hope that the screen works. So there was not really a lot of challenge there. But my true fascination with video game technology began with PC. So I remember when my family would go out or when my brothers wouldn't be home, one thing that I would do was first to take a mental picture and take a mental note of how everything was. Then I would go and I would play on the computer. I would play a variety of different games, but the one game that really began all of this, like I said, fascination and bewilderment for video games. It was an MS-DOS game called The Lost Vikings. It was developed by a company called Silicon and Synapse, which I believe would go on to become Blizzard Entertainment, and it was published by Interplay. I don't think Interplay exists anymore. I don't think. The last time I heard about that company was probably 20 years ago. They're working on Fallout. I'm digressing. The point was, I would run the little colorful icon on the desktop of the Windows, which at the time I believe was either Windows 95 or Windows ME, the Millennium Edition. I think it was like at that time I didn't know, but it was like a batch file. It was like a command prompt that would run the game in MS-DOS through Windows or whatever, or the other way around. And the game would begin, three Vikings would appear, Eric, Beliog, and Olaf, and there were three buttons. It was, I think it was New Game. I should find some, I should probably find some gameplay and show it here. That's not important. I think it was New Game. It wasn't options. Password, I think, or level select or something like that. Password, because at the time the levels would be like coded in four digits. And exit game. So whenever you would play the game, it would run the opening introductory cinematic of the game, and then it would begin. Suddenly, from a Viking village, you would go into an alien spaceship for some reason. I couldn't read at the time, so whenever the little figurines and characters spoke, I had no idea what I was looking at. I think I was 4, maybe. I don't know. I think I was very. I remember the first time I was able to read what they were saying was just before I started school. So like when I was 6 or 7 years old. 29 years ago. Apparently there was this guy, Tormentor, who would steal life forms from all planets to create like a galactic zoo or something, and the three Vikings were stolen one night, were like kidnapped from their households while they were asleep, and then you would have to solve these puzzles using the three Vikings together to get through each level. But the game would begin with one of the Vikings, the red one, Eric the Swift. I remember his name. There was this platform. There was like a platform here and a platform here, and there was like a death laser thing in between them. So you would have to run, and then you would have to jump. And I couldn't do that because I didn't know which button was the jump. So every time, whenever my brothers would sneak out, I would run the first level. I would press through the cinematics to get through the place where I could run. I would run. I wouldn't be able to jump. I would kill myself, not kill myself, like I wouldn't be able to jump, so I would kill this Viking, and that means that the level wouldn't be able to be finished because you need all the 3 Vikings to the end. I'm doing a very poor explanation, but this was the origin of my curiosity for video games, because whenever I wouldn't be playing that game when my brothers were outside, I would draw it on my little drawing notebooks. I had a lot of notebooks. I didn't have a lot of toys. I had a lot of notebooks and like books, and I would draw like that platform. I still remember it. It was like this thing and a death laser, and I would say, hey, if I was making this, I would like create a staircase. This is too difficult. This is literally the first moment of the game. This is supposed to be a tutorial level, and I wasn't able to understand what was going on. It took me many years until I was able to finish the game from end to end. But I remember that this stayed with me, that this is such a cool thing to be able to be someone else and to be able to do some magical things. And the people who may have, if you've been watching any of my videos, generally speaking, there's 2 or 3 types of videos on this YouTube channel. It's me poorly talking into a camera about different things in my life. It's me playing my own songs, either live or through like a music video thing, or it's me trying to reinterpret and cover video game songs, like the soundtracks from the video games I like very much. And I think to this day, my most successful video is the cover I made on Destiny 2's The Last Wish Queen's Walk Run. The point I'm trying to make here after all these minutes is I was always fascinated by video games. I like music, I like storytelling, and obviously, I'm here in France studying languages and technology of education. So when an opportunity arose for me and for my teammates, my friends, to do something completely creative and out of bounds, I opted for a video game, obviously with education at its heart. But this is how the idea of the Mystery of the Crown, which is the translation of the game La Couronne, Le Mystère de la Couronne, came to be. We made that. It's a detective point-and-click adventure that puts the player in the shoes of this super famous, super awesome detective. Somehow the jewels on the crown, on the royal crown, have been stolen, and you're tasked to finding them. Obviously, as I said, the focus is on incidental learning, which is a whole other can of worms I don't want to open right now. But the idea was that people would be playing this, those who are students of French language, where their classes are supposed to be about world culture. This would be a side activity that the teachers could do. And it was really awesome because we were fully free to do whatever we wanted. The creativity was insane. We had 6 weeks to make a video game, and we did it. I designed the levels. I designed some of the elements of the cultural elements in it. I did the music, the soundtrack. The album of this, by the way, is available right now. I will link it in the description below. And a few days ago, we presented it in front of a panel of experts, which was awesome because we got the second highest, like the mark. The other group did a better job presenting their project, and they got higher, like one note higher than us, and we got the second best, which is honestly okay. I'm okay with it. Did I want to be number one? Sure, but nothing in life is supposed to be perfect. I'm okay with this because in this kind of 6 weeks, we did something that 3 people did something that would take weeks for a lot of other people. And what else can I? And as the project is finished, there's nothing else to do in it. I'm slowly moving to writing my thesis for my master's, as well as doing my internship plans. There's this thing, I don't know if there's a name for it. I'm sure there's a name for it. I know there's a name for it when it's about real things like pregnancy and childbirth. It's called postpartum depression. But I have this thing that when I finish a big project that has taken sleep hours from me, that has taken my sanity for a while, when it's over and it's finished and we send the projects done, the delivery is finished, I can't help but feel sad that man, that's just tragic, right? I can't feel like that for too long, but one thing I can do is I can use this experience, I can use this energy to feel myself. And I'm rarely proud of myself, but for this specific case, I have no problem being a little bit proud. Not too much. Pride go with before the fall. Icarus symbolism. But that's the story. I am going to link the game below. The game is in French, so if you speak French, feel free to try it and let us know what you think. But if you don't speak French, right now the game does not have any localization options. This is a student project. I'd like to follow this to see if I can do something bigger with this project, but realistically speaking, I think I have to take a little bit of a break from this project and focus on other things. Like releasing the new song, which should be out in like a week or maybe 10 days. Exciting. My first French single in a couple years. So yeah, thank you for watching if you still are. I hope you're having a great time. February here is here, which means 2024 is officially finished. Yeah, not 4. When January is over, it's over. It's really over. Yeah, take care. I hope to see you soon. I think the next couple of videos will be focused on the song, on Elise. And I'm thinking of doing a couple live streams here on this YouTube regarding the song, how I approach the mixing and song and composition. Because I finally found a way to loop back my audio in a way that it's more professional, which means I can make more quality audio focused videos. All right, take care. I'll be seeing you very soon. Sorry if this video is a little disjointed because talking about this requires a lot of like thinking. And as you know, I'm not good at my job, at a video storyteller. I'll be seeing you very soon. Take care and stay safe, stay sane, and peace.